Eve FanFest is upon us once again, and covering it live is your relentless Eve TV crew, all in high definition. Every event, interviews, exclusive behind-the-scenes action. Eve TV asks the hard questions. No stone will be left unturned. No alliance leader is too big, nor is any developer too small. Okay, who wrote this? HD subscribers get exclusive emotes in the Twitch chat. A choice from 4 available shipskins, 1 male and 1 female in-game FanFest 2014 Quave t-shirts, and of course, the whole FanFest in glorious, mouth-watering high definition. We'll be showing the players, the developers, their keynotes, and the party at the top of the world. And of course, everything else we have in store for you. Sign up now for the price of 1 Plex. You don't want to miss this, trust me. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that little commercial. And we have new guests with us. CCP Saberwing, Dust Community Manager, CCP Falcon, Eve Community Manager. How are you guys doing?
Very, very well.
Yeah.
Very glad to be here.
Yeah.
Real busy, but glad to be here.
Yeah.
And what are you so busy about? It's only a week.
Well, you know, it's only a week away, but we've got a lot of stuff coming up. We've got some really cool stuff going on at FanFest this year.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the return of the silent auction.
Mm-hmm.
We've got, obviously, the Eve of Destruction. That's going to be good fun to watch half of CCP get beaten to a pulp.
Yes.
You got money on CCP on this one.
Yeah, I'm kind of still...
Skeptic. Falcon is a skeptic.
I've seen some of the training. You guys look like you're in good shape, but, you know.
I don't buy into this is Gunner Guy's credentials. You know.
There's only one of them.
That's exactly.
He doesn't have
safety in numbers.
This is like one of the fundamental things in Eve. There's always safety in numbers.
Yeah.
You can just blob him, so it'll be all good.
That's something, yeah.
Yeah. We have a different type of poker tournament that we're running this year. Like it's more like a format where you can go.
Yeah, it's just kind of sit down and go. It's going to be pretty short rounds, like 45 minutes or so, with some cool prizes.
Mm-hmm.
We've also got like the return of the silent auction too. The Eve store will be there. We've got the whole host of roundtables, the usual stuff. We've got some good surprises in store too, so it's going to be pretty action-packed FanFest.
We're having a karaoke party on the Thursday. So there's the usual tweet fleet party on the Wednesday evening, and then we're running, like, for the first time now, a karaoke party at Harlem Bar downtown, which is going to be pretty great.
We'll also be unveiling the Eve Monument as well. The Eve
Yes, on the Wednesday.
It's a big one.
On Wednesday the 30th, so everyone's welcome to come down for that.
Yeah.
If you guys keep an eye on Twitter, you'll hear more about that over the coming days, and we'll have like a kind of a map and stuff so that people don't get lost and fall in the harbour, things like that. We should be good. We've got a really action-packed lineup this year.
Yeah. And there are, of course, all the tours and everything else that are included in some of the packages that
there's
people have come up.
Golden Circle with the Dev, there's the pub crawl, which is going to be awesome again. We've got over 600 people on that this year.
Wow, already.
And we've already got like everyone at CCP signed up ready to lead groups out downtown. Like groups together.
20
groups already set up.
It was like the sign-ups were put up, and in the space of a few hours, it was filled up with crazy pub crawls.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
There was actually a mad panic around the office. It's like, why are they only letting 3? Will you be with me? No. I'm already full. It's just mad panic. Everyone wanted to make sure that they were on the
just fighting over who gets to go drinking with the players.
It's just so much fun.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy. You completely take over downtown. Like if you don't know what's going on and you're just a random person going downtown, you'll be thinking like, what is going on? You see these big groups of people with flags. Pretty intoxicated at some point, like having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was your first trip to Reykjavik and you're here and you're like, wow, Iceland's actually an insane place. This is
actually intoxicated to the point where I can't remember the end of the pub crawl last year. I just woke up in bed at home the next morning and was like, what the hell happened?
Reykjavik is a small town, so you have better odds of ending up in the right house. You know?
We have a bit of a different format as well for the end of the pub crawl again this year. We're all going to get together and gather in one place at the end of the pub crawl rather than everyone going their separate ways. So that'll be a pretty awesome party at the end of it too. So
it's going to be a few bars lined up, like side by side, just like a big party for everybody. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it should be pretty sweet.
Some food can be bought and more drinks if you're brave enough. And it's going to be pretty great.
Honestly, I'm a little bit jealous that this is Well, you guys have all experienced the FanFest thing before. This is my first FanFest.
This is your first FanFest.
So I'm completely new to this, and I'm incredibly
Good luck.
excited. Oh, I'm ready to do this. Yeah.
It is so much fun. It's just amazing.
And you came all the way over from Shanghai just to be at FanFest.
I did. It's one beautiful city to me.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's quite a bit of travel. So we're probably going to see some people who've outdone you coming from Australia and New Zealand.
That's true.
Like usual. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I know for sure I've spoken to a few players who said they're coming from Australia, so it's a lot of commitment, but I'm sure it's going to be worth it.
Looking forward to meeting some of the players you've been talking to on the internet for the last year.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I have a love-hate. I think they love to hate me. So
yeah.
We do have a pretty strong contingent of Dust players as well. I've been kind of lurking on the Dust forums.
Yeah.
There's quite a few who are coming over, a few that I owe a couple of beers to as well. So
nice,
it's been pretty good. Got a pretty solid core community going over there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really incredibly excited to meet these people in real life and share many a beer.
Yes. Talk about the future of Dust and the other fun stuff. It's going to be pretty great.
Yeah.
I mean, on that topic as well, we've also got the CSM at FanFest and the CPM.
Yes.
We'll be announcing the results for the election for the 9th Council of Stellar Management.
Yeah.
So people will know on, I think, Friday exactly who's made the cut to CSM 9.
Saturday.
And DFTV, of course, will try to bring you some familiar faces
on the weekend
from past CSMs, from the departing CSM, and hopefully some of the new ones as well.
Yeah. I mean, we were lucky enough to be able to speak to some of them when they were here for the last summit. So hopefully we'll be able to speak to those that were here, those who decided to rerun, those who are new to the whole process, and see where it's going and see what's happening.
So this is actually, on that note, this is actually when we're doing the first ever CPM summits happening immediately post FanFest here in Reykjavik. So very exciting stuff actually from us too. And I'm excited to meet the CPM members who I've shared many a Skype conversation with.
Yes.
So it's going to be great to actually meet these people in person and geek out over stuff.
So there's a little theme here emerging from like some of the events we have. We're taking like the PvP tournament, like we talked to with Gargant earlier, and making it more of a sit and go. The poker tournament is more of a sit and go. We're gonna have like more of these like little things that people can just like, when they have time, if there's a presentation like they have to get to in half an hour, they can just still sit down, do some little things here and there, and then run off, so they're not tied to
there's like
schedules and stuff.
We kind of wanted to make it a little bit more laid back, so that people weren't committing several hours a day to being in a PvP tournament, or to having to commit to one thing. So that if there's a round table or a presentation they want to go to, then they're free to do so. So yeah, we've got a lot of cool stuff. Should be good.
Yeah, like with the poker tournament. I mean, obviously super popular, but like some people had to sacrifice like a whole evening, miss other things while that was happening. So now they can come and just do it at their leisure when it suits them.
We've also replaced live agents this year with a scavenger hunt. That's going to be pretty sweet. So we have we have an app that's available for iPhone and Android that you can download for FanFest 2014, and you're going to be able to basically head around Reykjavik. And we've also selected a few devs who will be at FanFest as well, who'll have QR codes attached to them, like on their face or on their back or whatever. And you just have to scan their QR codes, and then you can win prizes based on how many codes you collect in which section. So there's some in bars and like tourist hotspots around Reykjavik, so you got to go out hunting for them too.
Yeah. So it's gonna give you a chance to see some interesting spots in Reykjavik that you would have missed maybe otherwise, and meet some devs you might not have met, and win some cool prizes.
Indeed. This is something that you should do, seeing as you've come all this way.
I absolutely should. This is my second trip to Reykjavik, actually.
Exactly. So you should.
Always discovering new things in this little city, so absolutely.
Yes, definitely little city.
Although I have to find out which devs have these QR codes and kind of...
No. That's cheating.
Highly top secret list of people who will be fairly obvious once you see them.
Yes, stickers on their face.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get back to you and the fact that you've come all this way, and what exactly have you been doing all the way over there? Because you've had a busy week as well.
Yes, I have. Since I've been here, we've been kind of gearing up for FanFest, just as absolutely everyone else in Reykjavik has been. And it's been incredible to see what it's like here and the different atmospheres and culture of the two offices. But it's so great to be here and kind of get to experience FanFest as a whole, and I'm incredibly excited. So we have some very cool Dust stuff to show at FanFest, and we're really excited for that. So just before I came out here, I know a lot of people have been pestering me for this, and we finally managed to grab CCP Rouge, who's the executive producer for Dust, and sat him down, and we had an interview and a little chat before I flew out. So I know people are really looking forward to having a look at that right after this.
Good. Okay, well, in that case, seeing as CCP Loxley has managed to steal it from you, as you secreted it through, finally we have the footage. He does exist. We're going to go to that video and show you that he does actually exist. Enjoy.
I'm CCP Saberwing, the community manager for Dust 514, and welcome to CCP Shanghai. I'm joined by JC, or CCP Rouge, as he is more appropriately known, and he is the executive producer for Dust. So let's talk dev name before anything else.
You said it well.
Thank you. I had a lot of practice.
CCP Rouge, yeah.
Yeah, so Rouge, not Rogue.
No. Well, the joke is a bit around the typo, but it's more on the whole kind of deep raw emotion that you get out of the red color is pretty much where I was going with that, and whatever people make out of it, right? That's.
Well, I think we both have easily typoed names. I have Saber with an RE quite often, and every time I see that, damn you people. Yeah. So, CCP Shanghai, how are you finding it here?
Awesome. I mean, settling in has been a blast. Has been easy. People here are awesome. This studio is awesome. Like seriously, it's a lot of great people. Working on a great product. So no complaints so far. I'm really happy.
Very cool. And you've been here for a little while now. So how are you finding the city, Shanghai itself?
Shanghai. Well, that's quite a beast.
It's a beast.
Yeah, it's hella fun. It's an amazing city. Yeah, I'm enjoying that too a lot. Absolutely.
I didn't realize how large the city is, and until you get here, you don't actually realize the scale. Everything is so big and so spread out, and I absolutely love it.
Absolutely, as big as our EVE universe.
Very nice. I would say it's probably the opposite of Reykjavik. Like if you could find a city that is exactly the literally polar opposite, maybe in this case. But
no, but our Icelandic friends coming over, they actually fit quite well. So there's also some connection. I think Shanghai is quite connected to Europe, at least from what I've seen of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so me and you are both actually going to Iceland in a couple of weeks. By the time this video goes out, it's 1 week until FanFest.
Yep.
So, how are you feeling?
Super excited. And quite a bit freaked out, to be honest.
Good.
It's gonna be a time to face 1,000 of EVE players, and that's quite awesome. Is to talk about Dust, obviously, but also Valkyrie and EVE Online, absolutely. Obviously, but it's gonna be freaking awesome to also have a chance to be on stage for the keynote, and touch on a bunch of stuff that happened this year. An amazing year for Dust 514. So no, it's a little scary, but super exciting.
Yeah, no, I think I share the same sentiment there. I mean, what I'm most excited about is getting the chance to interact with our players. I think that's, I love to do that anyway, and I know you do too. And I think hopefully we'll be hearing more from you on social media and that sort of stuff soon.
I've been quite busy, and there are a few reasons for me not being too active on social networks, but all that will be very clear.
Very cool. Very cool.
Clear soon.
So, as for Dust 514, you've come in here and you've had a little bit of time to settle now. What's your take on Dust, and what are your thoughts in general?
Well, I mean, no news in the fact that it's an amazing product, but what I fell in love at first is and still now is the soul of that game, the initial vision and kind of what it is today, but kind of obviously linking the game to EVE Online. That's actually a technical prowess, but more importantly, it creates a ton of fun and ways to play the game very differently. Obviously, that's super exciting.
You mentioned EVE. Are you an EVE player?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Of course. More Dust player lately, and actually, but absolutely an EVE player too. I mean, it's the whole combination that I found freaking awesome. But yeah, I mean, for us, what everything about you being able to become what you want to be in that world. The deep customization, as most people know what they're through fitting and the way to fit different ways and stuff. So that's something I found really cool about Dust. The fiction, as I talked about, right, and then basically all the stuff you can do, from public contracts, but all the way to planetary conquest, and just the sense of being able to own a land is quite amazing. Now, obviously, we have some issues here or there, depending, and today in the game, we're all very much aware of that, and working hard to improve the game on a daily basis. But yeah. So anyway, that's the combination of all that, which to me, I fell in love with Dust 514.
We recently had a pretty big patch go out. I mean, as you obviously know, we had Uprising 1.8. 1.8 went out about 2-3 weeks ago now.
Yeah, that's right.
What's your favorite feature that's got added into the game there?
You know the answer, I guess most of the people do.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of cloaking. I'm gonna be honest. I was, a little scared we were of, it's a bold move in terms of game balance and the impact it could have on that. Some people would obviously say it's OP'd, but more importantly, I think that it adds a whole new dimension to the game, and that I found really, really cool.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely true, and you shot me in the face many times.
A few times indeed. Yeah.
So I can attest to that. Yeah. So I guess just kind of going back to what you said about what we're going to be talking about at FanFest. Everyone out there is going to be dying to know. What can we expect from you at FanFest? You're going to be giving the keynote.
That's correct. Yeah.
You're going to be walking around mingling with players.
Mm-hmm.
So what can we expect you to say at the keynote? Any big news that you can share with us today?
That's a tough one, and I think a lot of people wouldn't want me to say this, but I could absolutely share some.
That's some pretty big news.
Yeah, I know. I hope it's gonna have quite an impact. So at least that's the idea. Yeah, that's the intent.
I mean, I'm glad everyone here could share that experience with us. I think everyone here is just as shocked as I am to have heard this news. So.
I know. I expected that.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm very excited for Dust-related reasons. I'm also very excited for partying-related reasons, which is why everyone is partially going to FanFest. I mean, let's be honest. It's going to be great. I've heard that they have a crazy party on the top of the world.
They do.
And
that's what I've heard too.
Super excited for that. And
I'm actually going to work, not to party like you, but I guess, I'll have to tag along.
Perks of the job. Hey, absolutely, yeah.
No, it's the coolest job in the world, so, no complaints there either.
Sure. I mean, you've been to Iceland before, I'm guessing, a couple times?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously. I mean, it's headquarters. It's the mecca of CCP and EVE Online, so you have to go. I actually even went there before working for CCP, but that's a little secret.
Really? Really? What were you there for?
That's a little secret.
That's no fun.
Secret? Yeah, but yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. Back to you guys over in Reykjavik, and we'll see you very soon at FanFest.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You guys really shouldn't have had me eat this clipboard. It was pretty disgusting. But
the things you do for your
fans. I do anything for my